Halo guys, balik lagi sama gua semua. Kita akan coba nge-stream lagi Follet's The Pillars of the Earth. Seperti yang diminta ya. Untung ada yang minta, kita akan stream di pagi hari ini. Kebetulan ini benar-benar baru bangun sekarang. Aduh. Dan seharusnya kita udah di chapter 10 ya. Semoga aja nggak bermasalah. Cek aja. Aduh, gua ngulang di sini ya udah.
So,
£1.10.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you £1.25. You've brought up some good arguments. Your wool is exquisite.
Of course it is.
But not a penny more, all right?
Yes, agreed. £1.25 it is.
Very good.
Kita udah
Just so...
sampai sini, kita skip aja ya.
Can I help?
Yes.
And
You...
I'd like to... Our...
Not much later. There.
Yes.
And then the...
Oke, ini kita
Little did I know, and was...
Oke, kita lanjut ke chapter 10 harusnya nih. 89 ya. 5 tahun lalu. 5 tahun kemudian. Wih, 5 tahun kemudian. Lumayan loh.
So, you have returned from Rome, Bishop Waleran.
Yes, it was a very illuminating time.
What do you want?
The Pope was very pleased to hear how I and you have worked together in the past to support our king.
We did not do it for your church.
He was less pleased, however, to hear about the bargain you struck with the Prior of Kingsbridge.
Why should he care? Once and for all, we will not support you in your personal quarrels. The deal we made with the Priory of Kingsbridge has the blessing of the king.
Of course, and you would never change your mind on that matter. Tell me, has your son returned from the Holy Land yet?
We have not heard from him, ever since he set out to join that crusade of yours. If he dies, your church will be responsible.
Do not underestimate your son, Lady Hamley. That would be a great mistake.
Beneran bergerak. Wih, hampir jadi loh.
Not long now and you'll have a ceiling.
Wonderful. Then we will no longer have to hold our services in the crypt.
You could even begin to plan the paintings for the wooden ceiling and the walls.
Udah tumbuh
Why a
jenggot.
wooden ceiling? So the whole thing goes up in flames again?
It is cheaper to build a wooden ceiling. Everyone agreed on a wooden ceiling.
You shut up.
And the church walls were only built to hold a wooden ceiling.
Shut up, Jack.
Udah gede.
Of course, the craftsman should know that.
You do what you're told. Go and chisel, apprentice.
The roof is like your fat neck. It's only made to hold up a lump of hollow wood filled with straw.
For once, behave yourselves. This is a house of God.
Mark my words, if you two go on like this, one of you will have to go. And now focus on your work, Jack, and finish it, just for once. Now, where were we? You could start planning the paintings for the ceiling, if you wish.
Can we afford that at the moment? We are paying so many workers already.
Father Philip, Tom Builder. Alfred.
Ah, Aliena.
How are you?
I'll be moving my wool to Shiring today. The fleece fair starts tomorrow.
Ah, I almost forgot.
Milius and I have already arranged everything. We'd make much more of a profit if Percy Hamley had not raised the taxes this week.
Again?
Jonathan, you shouldn't wander off. Stay with us.
Tom is right. You hear?
He looks like a real monk.
Omnius Pluvius, nomine patri amen.
That sounds like Latin, but it's not quite right yet. We would not have to worry about this if we could sell our wool here on our market.
The king would have to grant us a license for that.
And the Hamleys wouldn't like that, I'm afraid. They want the taxes from the fair in Shiring.
Don't worry, we'll make a good profit. It's a good year. We've never moved this much wool as it is.
Look at Alina. Alinanya nggak ada.
Oh, and I have to build a new storage house.
Alfred is a master craftsman now. If you can pay him, he'll help you.
Ah, very good.
If she hadn't a business of her own, I'd hire her to work for me.
I'd hire her for other things.
Hey! Hey, take that back! What do you care? I bet she doesn't even remember your name.
For the last time, stop your quarreling!
Philip, let's look at the plans again. There's a problem I have to discuss with you.
All right.
Take that back, Alfred.
Jack, leave him alone. And for once, finish your work.
And Jack, please keep an eye on Jonathan, will you?
What? Why me?
Finish your work, Jack.
That's how it always was. But on that day, I didn't care. On that day, I was going to see Aliena. And I was going to tell her how I felt. And nothing and no one would stop me.
I don't remember what the scripture said about wasps. Hey, little bro. I hope you appreciate that.
I ate a beetle.
Don't tell Philip. Right, the wall is already coming apart and Alfred wants to put a stone ceiling on top instead of a wooden one. Idiot.
Hurry down there!
Udah gitu doang.
The Tree of Life. When I was small, I wanted something with animals. I tried to make it look like no other tree, more like a thought. I like it, but nobody recognizes that it's supposed to be a tree. Well, Tom says it's done, and he won't let me do another one. Yes! I bet there are more nests around.
Market ya. Mereka buat market sendiri artinya.
Jonathan, don't run off.
Don't worry, he's here.
Martha.
Great. Thank you, Martha.
And no, I don't have time to watch him.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no! It's all broken!
The sounds of the market.
Shouldn't you be working, Jack?
Maybe I should go before I buy anything.
Beda banget sih.
Watch where you go, will ya? Now it's come to that. Even the monks step on my chickens.
Do you want to buy some of this fine cloth, Jonathan?
Great idea. I could make you a red robe. Or a blue one.
No.
No, that would be silly now, wouldn't it? What is the colour that monks wear?
Brown and black and grey.
So, how's business? All well?
More and more people keep coming here. Yesterday, there were 24 merchants from Shiring alone.
You exhausted?
Pretty much. But the Priory made a lot of money. Seems the Earl just raised the taxes at his market, so they all came here instead. Now they've all returned to Shiring for the Fleece Fair.
Is the Earl asking lower taxes at the Fleece Fair?
On the contrary, from what the merchants told me, it's even worse. So they all have to trade their wool there, including Aliena and the Prior. But you need a license to do a Fleece Fair, and only Shiring has one.
Are you not going to the Fleece Fair in Shiring?
No, Philip asked me to supervise them.
So now you're working with Philip and Aliena?
I know, it's a lot of work. But we all want the same thing.
And what's that?
To keep this place in good... This is our home.
Yeah, I guess.
You should be working too.
I'm just taking a break. Did you see...
Maybe she was heading home. I think... Do I hear jealousy?
I don't know what you're talking about. Aliena went home.
Could be.
How did...
He usually only talks to me when he wants me to cook.
Why would you keep cooking?
He doesn't have a wife.
I wouldn't ask you to cook for me. Jonathan wouldn't either, and he's your brother too.
Jack, no one's supposed to know.
Don't worry. He's a little monk. He is everyone's brother. Maybe I should get going.
Oh, before I forget, I have a message for you. I think Ellen wants to talk to you about Papa.
What's there to talk about? Tom doesn't believe I can be...
That's not true. That's what she wants. Papa knows what you can do.
Oh, did he?
Yes. He's complicated.
He is. On days like this, you can almost get lost here.
What? But why should they do that? The Hamleys would be breaking the agreement we had with King Stephen.
All I know is that suddenly the quarrymaster wants us to pay for stone, and the verderer of Shoot Forest now insists we pay for timber. The verderer and the quarrymaster both claim that they act on orders from the Earl of Shiring. If our workers find out, they'll get nervous. And rightly so.
Of course. This is a terrible problem.
It is. But I can assure you that we will be safe for the next few weeks. I planned ahead for a case like this.
You have?
There are always better.
Kita save dulu kali ya. Coba kita save dulu ya nih. Itu udah kan? Oh ya udah.
We can pay our workers and there's enough stone and timber for a month.
Kita belum benerin ini sebenarnya.
Time to get this. Nice. For some reason, but the face still isn't right. I'm done. I just can't stand. Ugh.
What?
I will. Damn. I need to get I can never get the. That's not humility. It looks surprised.
But our problem remains. I must talk to the Earl.
Indeed. But first, we need to talk to the workers. They need to know.
I agree.
What are you doing out here, Jack? Did you finish your corbel?
I'm not.
Why do I have the feeling that the corbel won't be...
I'm doing my best. If you would let me do more than just the statues.
You need to focus on...
I can do much more than stone carving, and you know it.
We can't always get what we want.
Alfred can.
Jack, please. We have much bigger problems to solve. The Earl of Shiring has stopped support. If we don't do anything about it, we'll have to send the workers away. We'll have to stop building the cathedral.
I will talk to Percy Hamley. And if he won't see me, I will talk to the king. Or this will be the end of Kingsborough.
Can I help you?
Yes, by doing as you're told. Do your job and leave Alfred alone.
Why now, all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Oke, kita udah keluar. Ini apa ya? Kunci.
Good day, my ladies.
If it isn't handsome Jack.
Koknya merah
Have you
semua.
come by to help, eh?
Not really.
Didn't think so. After a day, your hands start bleeding. Piss and salt in the water will do that.
Piss?
Only way to get the grease and dirt from the wall. We can use a coin, but there's only so much pain you can take. Sooner or later, Aliena will have to look someplace else for fullers.
I will find a way to help you with your hands.
Well, it's a start. Then maybe you should get back to work as well.
I'm just taking a break, all right?
Jonathannya ikut melulu.
Should I just not? Here we go.
Gloucester di North ya. Wih, milnya jadi bagus.
Don't always run off, Jonathan, or I'll get in trouble with...
Aliena!
Yes?
Do you mind if we sit here?
Of course not. And how are you two?
Oh, well.
Shouldn't you be working, Jack Builder?
Us? No, as it happens, my young friend here is a bit disgruntled with his superiors and needed a break.
Oh, is that so? Maybe you'd like to come and work for me, Jonathan.
Well...
Well...
Well?
Jonathan!
He's here!
I'm coming! Jack loves you.
I was just about to ask if you think that Jonathan suspects anything.
I swear on this very Bible that I don't know what you're talking about. Cold! Cold, cold, cold. Oh, I lost my Bible. Shit!
I'm sorry, but no bad deed goes unpunished.
But we haven't done anything bad. Yet.
You burned down the cathedral.
Lena lebih tua loh.
My lady.
You dangerous feral beast from the woods.
God hates me for that. He has a strange way of showing it. You remembered it?
You sang it the first time when we sat here together.
You were dangling your feet in the brook, lost in thought. Just like today.
Why can't it always be like this, Jack?
I know what you mean.
I hate pretending that I don't love you.
Then don't.
Jack!
I know.
Did you fight with Tom again?
Tom always takes Alfred's side.
Well, he is Alfred's father. He worries about him. It was the same with Richard.
If Tom's worried about Alfred, then why is he always telling me off?
Because you are the clever one. He probably worries about Alfred.
Hey, it's not my fault that I'm smarter than Alfred. Everyone's smarter than Alfred.
Exactly. Tom thinks you should know better.
Maybe. Have you heard from you?
The war never ends, and I pay him to fight for the man who...
King Stephen. To get the earldom back.
Yes. But you know, I don't eat everything I've built here. I have all that because I'm not my father's daughter, and I'm afraid that if Richard becomes Earl, I'll lose much more than the money he's wasting now. Don't be cross with... I think he wishes Alfred was more... He wants Alfred...
Well, perhaps he could be if... I mean... But who would want to build a cathedral? Your father meant... I'm sure he did.
Did he? He never loved. It was not my fault we lost. It's not my... How could Father make me swear? Were you still reading?
Philip insists.
Oh, don't worry. He'll still keep teaching you.
Oh, maybe I should... Oh, but you aren't allowed to kiss monks.
I shall love you like a brother, then.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Say, what was that book called you told me about?
The Amores by Ovid. I've only heard about it from a travelling scholar.
The title sounds promising.
Yeah, but maybe it's not as interesting as we...
Let's find out.
I'll ask around Kingsbridge and...
All right.
You know, back in the forest, my mother made up the rules herself. But they all made sense somehow. Here, everything is... It's
I know. Why is it that Tom can't tell Philip that Jonathan is his son? He's so happy when he's around.
Tom's rules. And Philip's. Tom believes he has lost the right to be Jonathan's father, as he gave up on him when he was born. That's what Martha said. And what about us? When will we tell other people about us?
I guess when we're ready to play by their...
Or they by...
I guess.
It's like...
Is it?
You know, when I first look at a piece of stone, I start to imagine what it could become. Corbels, squirrels. It's like I can already... But it's only when you work on it that you learn what you can. And if you do this, the stone will break. And if you...
Oh, we will tell people about us when we're sure...
Right.
I bet only good stone can be used for the pillars, right? Because they carry all...
Exactly.
That's why Tom and Philip keep nagging you. They want the best for you and for themselves.
If you say so.
I know so.
Tenang banget nih.
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Ali. All of them.
Maybe not everything, Jack Builder.
Oh.
Ayo lo, apa lo? Jangan mikir aneh-aneh ya. Kita masih belum lebaran.
What's going on?
We better go and find...
Everyone, calm down.
What happened at the quarry?
Listen. Yes, there was an incident. Our friend, Otto Blackface, was hurt at the quarry.
What happened?
The Earl of Shiring had his men stop us from taking stone from the quarries and timber from the forest.
Why? Why would Percy Hamley do?
All we know is what his men told us, that the Earl of Shiring will not support the construction of Kingsbridge Cathedral anymore.
What are we gonna do now?
I will ride to Shiring myself and I will talk to Percy Hamley.
Oh, that's all good and well, but how are we supposed to continue working without stone and timber? I want to be paid before you run out of money.
I need to feed my family.
Calm down. You heard the Prior. He will talk to the Earl himself.
You will be paid soon, and there will be plenty of work for at least another month. For all of you.
I trust
I
Tom.
say we stay.
And I trust our Prior.
I will prepare everything immediately.
I'll be with you in a moment.
What if the Earl won't listen to Philip?
I need to talk to Philip. See me later at my...
What about the book we wanted to look?
Not now.
I'll find the book.
We will sort this out. And now, this cathedral won't build itself. And you, Jack, watch Jonathan.
What?
Kita tadi ketemu ada wasp nest.
I will do everything in my power to make sure you are paid.
I know that you showed us mercy before when we had to flee from Earl's castle. My husband has worked here ever since, and we would like to be close to Our Lady Aliena, but we have no choice.
Oh, Mary.
The same goes for us, Mary. We all owe Philip much.
I trust you, Father, but I risk my neck up there every day. My wife is right. If you can't pay, we'll have to move on.
Kingsbridge is our home. I don't want to leave.
Let me think of something. Maybe there's a way we can pay your workers early, Philip.
But selling the wool at the fleece fair will take at least a couple of days.
I'm sorry, but me and the other workers can't wait that long. Not now that everything is so unsure.
Trust me, Philip. I'll think of something.
Jack! You said you weren't finished with your course. When I went by there, looked finished to me. You need to learn to let go and move on. Don't get lost in the detail.
It's my corbel.
None of this is ours.
Doing the carvings is the only job you didn't give Alfred to...
We should be thankful of the work we're allowed, and in our work, we must be thorough and steadfast.
Thankful for what we are allowed to do. You are the one who wouldn't settle for less than a cathedral. You could have had other work, but no. For months, you remained steadfast, no matter the cost. When are you going to tell Jonathan about what happened in the forest? Ah, shouldn't have said that about Jonathan. Damn it.
Balik ke Demil lagi deh. Langsung fast forward aja kali. Nggak tahu ada kan, tapi ini harus gue bunuh. Oh, dapat.
I bet there are more nests around.
Ini udah jalan ini ya.
Do you mind?
Oi, my ants!
I just took a few. They aren't all your ants.
Handful of ants. Gimana di ini? Gigit malah. Oke, keluar kali.
The water float. Then there's more wheels, and the mills, the water flow. So the motion of the water is used and transformed into another motion, the grinding. Shouldn't there be all kinds of motions possible? We use wheels to lift timber and stone up at the construction site. Maybe, I guess that's a...
Okay.
Brother Paul.
And that is little Jack. You see, he never paid the bridge toll when he came. Sometimes you must show clemency.
I'll remember your...
Oh, ini. Jack's Quarry.
The Fullers down in Kingsbridge are having trouble with...
I'm not surprised. I could only do it, even though Aliena... Here.
Okay.
Ouch! Stinging nettle.
Yes. And you need to crush it with a pestle and mortar, and then make a balm. Cuthbert had a mortar. The Fuller's hands will improve for a while. If they want to stop their hands from suffering...
Maybe you're right. Thank you.
Ah, there. I wanted to talk.
What is it?
I'm afraid there's a lot of trouble ahead of us. From what I heard from Tom, they're trying to shut down the construction.
They?
The Earl of Tom is under a lot of stress. If it weren't for him, it would already be over.
Why are you telling me? Did he say something?
No. But I know that he just can't stand to see you and Alfred arguing.
Just don't see why Alfred gets to do everything he wants.
Alfred is a master builder. You are an apprentice. There are rules. They may not be my rules, but they are yours. If you want to become a master builder. Don't be angry.
I'm not. As much as I'd like to, I did... Everything all right, John?
What the... Oh, jalan keluar.
Hello, Milius.
Jack, and Jonathan. This is not the best of times.
Brother Cuthbert could have been a little more careful in storing the apples down here.
I'm sure it's fine, Brother Andrew.
I am not so sure. Even the salt is damp.
Cuthbert knew what he was doing.
What is Brother Andrew up to?
We will get a new cellarer soon. Andrew is preparing everything. Maybe they should get a new kitchener as well.
Why?
If what Cuthbert did was not good enough, then what I can do can't be much better. Cuthbert knew so much more than I did.
One.
Now. Here we go. Yes. Just a little more. Oh.
Okay.
Good. And now, what? Milius?
Yes?
Do you know how to make a balm?
Indeed. All it takes is some hot fat and beeswax.
Ah, thank you.
You know, you really wouldn't make a bad monk, Jack.
What, me? I think that would be a problem.
Why? You can read, you know about herbs, and you are good company.
Is this supposed to be wine?
What?
Here, in the corner.
No, it's vinegar.
Ah, it's vinegar. That shouldn't be here. What was Cuthbert thinking?
Oh, Lord. Give me the strength to endure this without chasing Brother Andrew from my kitchen.
I don't think I would make a good monk.
Why not? Philip thinks so too. He told me.
Never mind why. I don't need to be a monk to come around and talk to you, right?
That is true.
And I think I should get back to work soon. Thank you for your help.
Okay.
You are not much better. What did...
Yeah, leave him out of it.
You're even worse, you dwarf.
Whoa! Why are you... Your brother was right, you are an ass.
Shut up.
You shut up.
Hey, take what? You know what you...
Oh. Why do you care? And she would never talk. Also, I would hire her. I bet she knows...
You fat... Hey, Alfred.
What? Ow! What did you do that for?
What are you doing?
I want you to take back what you said about Aliena.
So what if I would fuck her? What's it to you?
Mind your own business.
Look who's talking.
How can I if you keep distracting me with that face?
Oh, that was mean.
No. Alfred?
What? Bah! Hey! You're never gonna be a mason. You will end up hung in Shiring. Like your father, the thief.
What did you say?
Oh, he doesn't know.
We heard it in a tavern. Your father was a thief. They hanged him. Are you gonna cry now?
Oh, here comes the waterworks.
At least I'm no fat pig and no damn ugly monk.
Piss off, you bastard.
And don't steal anything on your way out.
If your brother Alfred won't apologize, then we have to make him. What do you think?
What did he write? Tell me. What? What did he write?
Alfred can't read.
Just your name, you pig.
He wrote that you are a pig, Alfred.
Stop it, goddammit!
What are you doing?
You see what happens when you mess with me, Alfred Builder?
Damn it!
Will you take back what you said?
All right. I take it back. And now piss off.
It wasn't so hard now, was it?
Stop laughing. And leave me alone. I've got things to do.
Oke, wih ada lagi nih. Kayaknya lebih susah sih.
Before him, not a single fort remains. I think that was all of them.
The mortar won't complain if it has to wait until I'm done with me break.
Hey. Come on, let's have...
Oh, you...
Oh, I...
Come on, Fitz. You have to...
I know what they said.
Well, the mortar won't, but I will.
Oh, yes? Did I complain when you disappeared for the better part of the morning?
That's none of your business. Now get to work.
No.
What's the problem?
I'm taking me well-deserved break.
Well-deserved? You deserve a good kick in your leg.
Better a drunk than a bearded bastard. Come on then, shit me.
Please, this is... Think for a moment what other people would do.
What?
Who? Now he's a hard one.
True, he's a hard, but also the man knows how to. And he knows when to.
This is not your.
You've been taking a shit for half a.
Oh, wow.
When I take a break, you.
Has your wife been?
Go! Dare you! Go! Drink yourself to death! Oh, yes. Prior Philip's not running around drunk now.
No, he's not. And I'm not either.
And there's my problem. Get up and push. Philip would.
No, he wouldn't. A break is like a... It's a sin to work on us.
Well, that's true.
It's not a...
But it's my...
What about...
Now, that is a man who's...
How would you know?
He's got a throne.
He's the king. Of course he's got a throne.
And he's sitting on it. He's got a throne. Of course the man knows how to sit.
Oh, like you mean?
Yeah, like me on me well-deserved break. Or you on yours when you're sitting on the shitter for half a day.
I was not.
I heard you farting from here.
You think I want to...
The Earl of Shiring.
Which one?
Earl Bartholomew or the fat one, the new one?
Percy Hamley. You don't know the name of our Earl?
He's not my Earl. I'm from Earl's Castle. Bartholomew was my Earl, and a great man.
But he's dead. You should know the name of your...
What?
Percy Hamley.
You know what?
What?
For spite! It wasn't...
You know what? What you... I refuse to remember your name as well.
You wouldn't.
Already did.
Alfred Builder.
Oh, he's a master builder.
But he likes his beard.
Oh, yes, but he's always sober when he's working.
Always. You know, maybe I should be a bit more like...
Me?
You have got to...
Well then.
No!
Alfred Builder would know when his break...
Alfred Builder would know when to shut the...
Ah, Jack Jackson.
Who's that?
Never heard.
That's me.
I thought you were Jack Builder.
Well...
I don't know what to make of you, to be...
Shouldn't you be working?
You're just running about everywhere.
At least don't keep us from working.
Oh, for...
Kasihan dia.
Brother Arnaldus.
Good example indeed. That poor man is as good as dead. What's your excuse for lying around in the cemetery?
What's your excuse for having a beard like a bear?
Get back to work!
Never!
And stop!
Never!
The sub-prior.
Oh, don't get me started on sub-prior and me. He is a hard-working man.
He is. And don't you doubt it.
What?
That he is a hard-working man.
Who?
Sub-Prior Remigius, you fool!
What? How dare they? How dare you? Shouting in the cemetery like heathens!
But
Silence! Do
Do you have any idea how hard the work of a sub-prior is? How much devotion and painful work it takes to teach our novices, our monks? And you dare call me a fool?
We didn't!
Silence, I say! I will think of a way to make you two understand the kind of behavior I expect in this priory.
I think they'll be busy for a while.
We place our...
I should ask... I should ask... I'm looking for a book by Ovid.
Oh, we saw some in Shiring.
There are also a few copies in Salisbury, I believe. Which ones are you looking for?
The Amores?
Have you heard of that? That was one of the copies in Winchester, I think. Did you read it?
Me? I don't remember.
He did.
Just a page or two.
Sounds like the right book, and Winchester's not far. I should tell Ali what I found out. What is it that you're working?
I'm copying pages of the book Prior Philip wrote. We finished the original last year.
I didn't know he wrote a book.
Not many know of it. The content is...
He's critical of the church and bishops. After his experience with Bishop Waleran, he studied about what he calls Judicia Cleri.
Judicia Cleri? The judgments of the clergy?
Yes. In the past, there were many cruel tests that were made to discover whether a man was guilty or not. The Lord was to judge them. These ordeals were called Judicium Dei, the judgment of God. Some had to hold burning iron in their bare hands. Others were drowned. Some were burned on the pyre. And if they were innocent...
Oh, lupa pasang ini ya. Sebentar guys. Nggak bisa denger siapa yang ngechat nantinya, bahaya nih. Wih, halo Official Zero. Thank you ya William juga. Belum nyalain ini lagi speech chat, makanya nggak muncul-muncul suara kalian. Thank you ya guys yang sudah hadir. Coba lanjut lagi.
Innocent, God would save them.
There'd be no martyrs if that were true. Even Adolphus would have been saved.
Aloha, aloha.
Yes. God works in mysterious ways. The prior wants these horrible ordeals to become a thing of the past, for cruelty only leads to more cruelty.
But I heard of miracles. Saints that survived burnings.
True. However, Prior Philip believes these were not judgments of God, but judgments of the clergy.
Judicia Cleri.
Yes! Stories and fake ordeals to redeem friends and allies of the clergy.
Fake miracles? By the church? Ooh, that sounds like Philip is asking for trouble. Whoever is accused of fakery and heresy will not be likely to respond well to that.
But we believe Philip is right.
This is the second millennium. We must finally learn from past mistakes.
Nggak salah juga sih.
We take you in. And this is how you thank us?
Ini
try this.
Whenever did you find the time to make a balm, handsome Jack? Don't you have work to do?
Who would I be if I could just pass by ladies in need?
Does that mean you'll join us and do some filling?
I have my own work to do, so that won't work, I'm afraid.
Oh, of course. Suddenly you've got work to do. But I dare say, that balm works. My hands feel much better. Thank you.
You're welcome, ladies.
Oke. Bingung sih, ini kayak bebas banget sekarang. Nggak tujuannya.
Come on, Jonathan. Let's tell Ali what I found.
Ranulph of Chester and his half-brother stole Lincoln Castle from Stephen. At least this is a chance for us to take it back.
For us? Who is us? The whole of England is strangled by new taxes and torn apart by this senseless quarrelling.
Senseless quarrelling? You still think I'm just playing around?
No.
I put my life at risk, Ali, for you and me. This isn't a game.
I know that.
Do you? It's an honor to be one of the King's Knights.
An honor that costs a lot of money.
Oh, now you broke it, Jonathan.
There's someone at the door. I'll be right back.
Oh. Go play.
Jack.
Hey.
So,
Yes.
what brings you here?
Do you have a visitor?
Are you jealous?
Everything all right there?
Yes, it will just take a minute. Sorry, but my brother is waiting. He has to ride back to Shiring soon.
Ah, I see. All right. I just wanted to tell you that I found out about the book.
What book? Oh, Ovid. You were still looking for that.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. It just feels like there are so many problems right now at the construction site. That reminds me. Could you tell Philip that I've come up with an idea how he can pay the workers?
Oh. How?
I'll buy up all of his wool and sell it on the fleece fair myself. But I need to go to Shiring first and get the money.
All right. I'll tell him. By the way, they have a copy of the Amores in Winchester.
Oh? I think I know someone who might be able to get it. But first we need to make sure Philip gets his money and talks to Percy.
Who?
Percy Hamley, the Earl.
Percy Hamley, the fat oaf.
Congratulations! Everybody heard you.
So what? They're all bastards.
I think I should be going.
Ah, all right. See you later, Jack?
Of course.
Bastards.
You're gonna have to forget that word really quick, little brother.
So for them, you've got money, Ali.
So you were eavesdropping on me. Great. That deal with Philip will help them and us, Richard.
Robert of Gloucester is advancing on Lincoln as we speak. Tomorrow we will ride from Shiring. And what I need from you is money for a new sword and a gambeson. And I want my shield painted in Stephen's colours.
Is this leading anywhere, Richard? You've been doing this for years now, and has the king ever considered making you Earl of Shiring?
Not yet. But I fought side by side with him before. He knows my name, Ali.
Oh. Oh, all right. I will meet you in Shiring, and I'll bring the money.
Father Philip,
Yes?
Aliena says you can pay your workers. She has enough money to buy up all the Priory's wool and sell it in Shiring. And that way, you get your money earlier.
Really?
But you have to accompany her to Shiring. She has to fetch the money first.
The sooner the better. I have to talk to Percy Hamley anyway. Thank you, Jack. Now you better get back to work. Tom wanted to talk to you.
Oke, nggak ada apa-apa lagi sih sebenarnya.
Yeah, if I talk to Tom now, he'll Am I really?
Jack!
What?
Come here, please. You wanted to finish your Corbill, and I let you. Instead, you pick another fight with Alfred. You mock him in front of others because he can't read. You throw ants at him. You hit him. And don't tell me he started it, because everyone else told me you started the fight. Sub-Prior and me just told me you disturbed the monks in the scriptorium.
Philip told me to practice reading.
The Bible, not the kind of book you were looking for. Then you go and waste your time in the cemetery and the market, and in the kitchen, and chatting to the Fullers.
I made a balm for them. I wanted to help them.
You should have been working instead. Don't you know how close we are to shutting down the construction? If I'd not planned ahead, it would all be over now. But how am I to plan ahead if I can't rely on you, Jack?
What? Watch out! Whoa.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Up here! Hey, hurry up, quick!
What's going on here?
Your son thinks I dropped the stones.
You were the one who pulled them up, weren't you?
Of course. That is my job.
He was probably angry because he might not get paid.
Alfred, stop it.
What?
Peter, what happened?
I'm not sure. But there was a monk. He was wearing a black robe. And when he saw me looking at him, he ran away. Maybe it was him.
A black robe? Are you saying this was my fault?
No. I'm sure I didn't recognize him. He wasn't from here.
No. Peter dropped the stone and doesn't want to admit it.
I saw a monk in black in the market.
Oh, did you? I was there too when you were. Tell us, what did he do when you saw him?
He almost stepped on a few chickens.
Wait, Jack is right. I remember now. There was a monk there, and he went into the cathedral.
I'll go up front and look for him. You check the back.
All right.
Save dulu.
Where did he go?
Hey, you! Hey!
What happened to you, monk?
Mother!
Jack?
He's not a monk! He tried to kill me!
You did what?
Please,
I know you. You are with them. Did they send you?
Please, let me go!
What did they send you for?
Tom Builder! I was sent here to kill Tom Builder.
Tom?
What is going on here?
Take heed. I know you. I know your face. Tell them that you succeeded. Tell them that Tom Builder is dead.
What?
Tell them, or I will find you.
Yes.
Speak up, or I'll put a curse on you.
I will tell them what you ask. Please.
What the hell? What was that? Why did you let him go?
He was after Tom. After all these years, it's happening again.
What is?
Just tell Tom to stay low. If we're lucky, they'll think he's dead.
Why don't you tell him?
I'm the reason they're trying to kill him. It's my fault.
What?
We should never have come to Kingsbridge, Jack.
Waduh, ini ada apaan ini? Priory of Gloucester.
Excuse me, Philip? Philip?
Hmm?
I was just thinking... what is it? Aliena is ready to go to...
Then I must not keep her...
Okay.
As we rode, Aliena expressed relief that Percy Hamley held court in Shiring Town during the Fleece Fair, and not in her father's castle. I had not yet confessed to Aliena that I blamed myself for her father's fate. I felt the guilt and shame starting to rise when we came to a large group of peasants looking as desperate as the refugees that had come from Earl's Castle back.
Philip stopped to talk to the peasants, and so did I. Of course, he couldn't pass by people in need of help, not even when he was on his way to try and save Kingsbridge from another attack by the Hamleys. Two of the peasants broke into tears and begged for food. Philip was mortified as they grabbed the hem of his robe and pleaded for mercy. They said they were from Wigley. They had illegally erected a mill and hadn't paid taxes to the Earl of Shiring for grinding flour. I bit my lip when they mentioned the title that used to belong to my father. As punishment, the Earl had destroyed their mill. Philip seemed unsure what to say about Percy Hamley's punishment for these peasants. I asked why they'd built an illegal mill. The peasants told us that milling taxes had doubled in their village. The peasants shouted and cried that the Earl had also burnt their fields, destroyed their houses, and taken their livestock from them. A few of them had even been killed. Philip told them to go to Kingsbridge for food. As we rode on, he said nothing. Maybe he had begun to lose hope that he would ever solve his problems with the Earl in Shiring.
I had never trusted the Hamleys, but it seemed I had grown careless over the years. They had thus far kept their word to King Stephen, but now I felt I should have known that they would eventually break it. As I was thinking these grim thoughts, we passed by a gallows with two men dangling by their necks. An old woman stood by one of the corpses and snuffed.
The old woman looked at us like a cornered animal. Philip demanded to know what had happened. She cackled and shook her head. She continued looking through the dead men's clothes. She'd already taken off their shoes and found a couple of coins on one of the corpses. Only now I realized that someone had tied foxtails to the corpses. Their hands had been cut off and their... I asked with a stern voice what had happened to the men. The old woman cackled and said that they had played with fire. When Philip asked that she should, by God, answer my question, she became serious. She told him that these men were poachers caught by the Earl's men hunting in his forests. Philip rode on, and when I caught up with him, I could see that now, more than ever, he was determined.
Aliena rode by my side without knowing that I had long been responsible for her family's fate. Ever since I had made the mistake of trusting Waileran by God. I felt like a fly in a cobweb. Every move I made seemed to lead to further calamities. But then I heard Aliena as she sped past me, shiring.
Okay. Okay. Nice, not bad, not bad. The Rise of Kingsbridge. Oke ya. Awal permulaannya, kehancurannya.
This is him.
A face like that never changes. If anyone can get you an audience with the Earl, it's Sheriff Eustace.
I hope Percy Hamley will show more understanding with us than he did with the people of Wigley. I'm concerned what kind of man Percy Hamley must have become to kill people for mere poaching. Good day, Sheriff. I must talk to the Earl. It's a legal matter of utmost urgency.
Get in line, monk.
Are they all waiting to see him?
What did you expect on court day, monk?
I fear this is going to take a while.
I'll go look for Richard. Seeing that he's going into battle, he needs equipment.
In the meantime, let's hope I can persuade the Earl to rethink this breach of our agreement.
I'll talk to Meg about the sales of the Priory's wool as well. We will find a way to keep the cathedral's construction going, Philip, with or without the stone and timber they took from us.
We must.
Good to see you, Meg. I'm here to collect the money we've made so far.
Excuse me. We were in the middle of something.
What's the problem?
Even you merchants have become thieves. What a rotten place this has become.
He ordered the cartload of wool weeks ago, but now he refuses to pay the price we'd agreed upon.
Let's think about why the prices are so high this year.
So you can put more money into your pockets?
Actually, the Earl has raised all fees. It costs more to pass the gate, to set up shop, to get a license, and to trade.
I suppose. But the price is not as was agreed.
Did you use a tally to record the price?
But, are you with the sheriff? Just who are you, woman?
I am the owner of this business.
Oh.
Here's our half, Aliena.
Now, would you kindly hand me your part of the tally? There are more notches on our part.
2 pieces. 2 different prices.
Granted, adding notches to our part would have been much easier.
Aha! You're admitting it.
But the area with missing notches is thinner than the rest.
You're right. It looks like something was carved off.
What? Are you saying I'm a fraud?
Look, times are hard for all of us. I won't report you to the sheriff.
This wool will not make enough cloth for all of my master's servants' clothes. Let alone all the shirts he wants for himself.
Whoever pays servants and wants to wear many shirts should be able to pay the price for quality wool like this.
Quality? Yes, but it is not high quality. Now that you mention it, I see it. I cannot pay that much money for bad wool like this.
Now he's doubting the quality.
Fine. Then let me prove the quality of my wool.
Just you try. You're trying to rip me off.
Let us work out a compromise.
Maybe another fleece on.
First you say one thing, and then you say another. Is this how you treat all your customers?
I'll find an
I'm waiting. Daylight robbery.
We agreed on the price.
Maybe another fleece on top.
I'm taking my business elsewhere.
Please, calm
I'm not
down.
just gonna give away for free.
Oke, ini aerial blue. Flemish merchant.
Excuse me, would you care to give me your opinion on the quality of this wool?
Of course. Please, show us. Oh, how wonderfully soft.
And what thorough scouring. There isn't a hint of dirt or grease.
The fibre is exceptionally fine, and the colour is even and light.
Suitable for high-quality garments.
I'm glad you think so too. Would you be so kind as to confirm this to a customer of mine, should the need arise?
Of course. Just send them our way.
With all these taxes and the shrinking markets, I wasn't sure whether visiting shiring would still be worth it. But for that quality of wool, I'll say it is.
That's not the price we agreed on.
It is what we agreed on. Both of
I
us.
thought you had more to spare than that.
Outrageous. I'll take my business.
You won't find a...
There are Flemish merchants just a few streets. They were very... and they would be delighted to confirm its quality to you.
Anyone can let their friends lie for them.
Then we'll leave it to the people. We'll sell the wool at the afternoon auctions. That way it fetches a fair price for certain.
No, wait. Maybe we can negotiate. My master would not want me to leave here with empty hands.
Let's find a compromise. You buy the wool at the price we believe we agreed upon.
Why would I do that?
I will guarantee you first rights to my wool next year.
The prices go up when more than one bidder is involved.
I know. My master would not be pleased if I returned without wool one day. He's got an awful temper. Fair enough. We have a deal. I'll buy your wool at your price.
A pleasure doing business with you.
You've learnt well. A good merchant always strives for a deal that feels like a victory for both sides.
I had a good teacher. One more thing. Could you try to get Ovid's Amores for me when you travel to Winchester? It's a book.
Yes, I can ask Brother Theobald. His book collection is more comprehensive than the church would like.
Then he'll be the right one to ask. Thank you.
No problem at all.
And a pig ate half of my crops. You thought the Earl was bad before? Damn taxes.
How's your family?
Has
We stand like, but I'm sure the Earl will accept. I hope it's before the workers at King.
Ini bau babi.
As it is written in the book of Matthew.
The soul lights up.
Inspirations flicker. The soul lights up. Inspirations.
How's business?
Slow.
Well,
Evening, the Earl is...
Richard nih. Oh, coba ke sini.
Things are taking place that will lead our generation to...
here.
Thank you. It should be enough to keep our workers around until I have solved our problems with Percy Hamley. But Tom said that without stone and timber, we will have to stop construction in a month.
You must speak to the Earl. I still have to give Richard his money. But then I'll come and wait with you.
From the looks of it, I'll be standing here for quite a while.
Let us see. Oke, kita ke map lagi kali ya.
Open your eyes!
Balik lagi ke traffic.
And the wider village quarters for the vicar.
Any new information?
Robert of Gloucester will bring the arms in. There are said to be 1,000 men. But Stephen will bring more. I will be with him to lead the charge.
Does Robert of Gloucester have skilled men fighting for him?
Damned if we know.
Victory and glory will be ours, one way or another.
Today we ride to Lincoln. Drinks are on me. Taverner! Another round for everyone!
You're the best, Richard.
It's Sir Richard.
Nonsense. We're all brothers, right?
It is Sir Richard.
Oh.
And here I thought you needed my money for new armor.
Oh, I do. A knight is only as good as his equipment. Have you seen Alonso's sword? With men-at-arms so well equipped, how could I fight alongside King Stephen less well equipped?
And inferior armor may cost him his life.
Only the best for the best.
Hey, you should be more responsible with our money.
I spend it on my reputation. What's more responsible than that?
You are paying for other people's wine. Some of whom you don't even know.
Knighthood is about more than fighting, Ali. It's a way of life. We fight together, we drink together, we die together.
Right you are. To hell and back we go. To hell and back.
Alonso, you make that sound like a bad thing.
But you could spend our money a little more wisely.
Do you want William Hamley to become Earl of Shiring or me?
What kind of question is that? If we're lucky, then he will never return from the Holy Land.
He already did.
What?
We ran into Robert of Gloucester's men. At first, I wasn't sure it was him. He wore the cloak of a crusader.
No. Don't do it. Please. Have mercy. My God, please. Don't.
And then King Stephen called out his name.
William Hamley, join me. We ride.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to upset you.
You what?
This is not about you or me, Ali. Allowing the father of that monster to remain Earl would not only betray our father, it'd mean betraying everyone. William is a butcher, a filthy bastard without honor.
Mind your tongue. You speak of the son of the Earl of Shiring.
I am the son of the Earl.
Sir Richard, your father went against our king and lost his title and his lands. You are not the heir to the title, not as things are now.
What did you just say?
Oh, easy.
You treacherous bastard!
Calm down. Do you want to slaughter each other and help the enemy?
Accusing me of treason. You most loyal man-at-arms.
Me or William? Choose a goddamn side, Alonso of Toledo. Come on, choose!
Aduh.
You disparage me for saying the truth. I've always been your most loyal man-at-arms.
The tavern and...
Have I
The
not?
one with the biggest mouth, too.
I'm just trying to keep you...
How would you settle a fight?
If you're in trouble, run.
Oh, but they're usually friends. Running wouldn't help.
Then let them play a game to decide who's right.
Good idea. Do you have any games with you?
We carry the French game of Fiège with us.
Oh, could I borrow it?
If you bring it back before nightfall, I see no harm in it.
I will.
How dare you imply that William and his fat father have a right to my lands?
Now, can't you just agree to disagree? Please.
Now fight it out like real knights should. With a battle of wits.
Playing a board game, I don't know.
You're scared I could win.
Oh, let's begin.
Now, let's start with a careful opening.
Good choice. The general who gives in to anger will send his troops to their deaths.
Exactly right, Ali. First, I'll focus on defense. Let's see what Alonso's got.
Ooh, well played. A classic opening move.
Now's a good time to attack.
Oh, sometimes victory lies in numbers, but often it lies in a single soldier at the right spot, right?
Yes, and I play to win. And here I stride to victory.
You reached the end of the board.
What a crowning! I got a king!
You call this piece a king? In Spain, we call it a queen. She's quite powerful and has a mind of her own.
All right, a queen then. Now I can sweep the entire board with her.
You know what you're doing. Show him what you can do.
All right, Ali. Here we go. I've got a queen on my side. Time to rampage. When the sovereign has been claimed, the game is almost decided.
I could fight to the last piece. But a good commander has foresight, and I can see this game is lost. I admit defeat.
You ended this before it even began. Even a scribe would struggle making this an epic of glory.
This was about strategy, not showmanship. And it seems like Lady Aliena is an excellent strategic advisor. You work exceptionally well together.
He never makes compliments like this.
He's the tactician. I trust his instincts and experience to guide him.
But you yourself are an exceptional diplomat and businesswoman, I hear. You complement each other in the way you think.
I guess you're right.
If you are wise enough to trust these queen's instincts in these matters, my friend, you too will indeed be able to take back the earldom.
You think we can do it? So, can I rely on your loyalty?
You can.
Of course, we're brothers in arms.
Good. You've an important battle ahead of you. I'll bring you the money. Here.
Finally. I mean, thank you, Ali. This will cover decent equipment. Nothing exceptional, but it will do.
Just promise to be careful.
I've learned a few tricks. I'll be fine.
Must you really fight? What is all this good for?
For father, Ali. I will save Shiring from Percy Hamley.
But who's going to save you?
With men like these, I'm afraid I'm already beyond saving. For victory!
For victory!
For victory!
I see. I wish you the best of luck. I'll be at the marketplace with Philip.
And make more money, I hope.
Padahal dikasih duit tuh.
I have.
kelar sih harusnya. Ada apa lagi? Oh, yang ini cuma lewat situ doang. Lewat apa nih? Lewat keluar kah? Ah, nembusnya sini.
Have you finished your business?
Not yet.
You are welcome.
Oh ya, balikin ininya ya, lupa.
You've done me a great favor.
We are glad to hear it. Thank you for returning. We always pass the time on our travels trying...
Are you done?
Yes.
Glad to hear it.
Philip, I now understand why our market at Kingsbridge has had more visitors lately. Shiring isn't what it used to be. Steep taxes and strict laws have taken their toll on the town.
Is that so?
These merchants would give anything to do their business at another fleece fair, but there's none nearby. They need a place with fair taxes, one that can put those taxes to good use.
Are you thinking of a fleece fair in Kingsbridge?
Call in the monk and the woman he's with.
You, impatient monk. It's your turn. The girl, too.
Me? What? Did you want me to come with you?
No. We're not first in line, are we?
Well, lucky you, then. Get moving. Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge.
Percy.
The Earl of Shiring.
Thank you for hearing me, old Percy. Please allow me to introduce my friend, Aliena of Kingsbridge.
I knew it was you. Oh, it doesn't sound like you missed me.
I demand to talk to the Earl of Shiring. He has broken his word.
You are talking to the Earl of Shiring.
Bishop Whaler.
The enemies of this earldom have taken Percy Hamley from our midst.
Mother!
Do you consider yourself a friend of the earldom of Shiring, Philip?
Friend? That damned monk is drinking the blood of my earldom!
It is not for us to damn them, Lord William. But judge them we must.
What you are doing to the people of Shiring is shameful.
Your father would have done well to teach you respect.
The monk's a thief and so are you. And I don't take as kindly to thieves as my father did. Shiring will change.
What crimes did we commit then?
The king has never licensed a market in Kingsbridge.
Your market is illegal, Philip.
You are stealing my taxes by allowing my people to trade in your sorry priory, and you disrespect my authority!
Is that true, Philip?
I will talk to the king about this.
You, your friends and your brother have always played by your own rules. But not anymore.
Francis? Where is my brother?
He got what he deserved.
Where is he? Tell me!
Fracture for fracture? Eye for eye? Tooth for tooth. The days of Kingsbridge Cathedral are over.
Now leave. The next time I will show no mercy.
Ribet ini. Mungkin kita end dulu di sini guys. Lumayan juga nih, kita masih ada 3 chapter lagi ke depannya. Gue harus save dulu sih ya.
I had assumed that as long as the market was held within the walls of the priory and the taxes supported the construction of our cathedral, Kingsbridge would need no market license. I had made a foolish mistake. Now I had no option but to call on King Stephen for help. And as Aliena suggested,
bisa di save nggak sih? Oh, bisa di sini. Okay. We'll see you guys later again. Thank you all for watching and see you soon. Bye bye. Kita akan coba main lagi. Can Follet the Pillars of the Earth lagi nanti. Cuman nggak tahu kapan. Kita lihat dulu ya. So see you guys.